You don't steal a man's horse out here in the West and live to tell about it.
It was a step back into history at Fort Edwards last Saturday, June 26th, as people got a glimpse of life as it was in 18th century America. Over 200 people attended the event known as Hampshire Family Frontier Day to watch reenactors, demonstrators, and other experts show how life in the 1700s was in our area, known as Virginia then. Fort Edwards, located in Capon Bridge, West Virginia, is the site of the home and fort of frontiersman Joseph Edwards. The site was a critical western frontier location and a flashpoint of activity during those unstable times. The event was both outside on the lawn and inside the Visitors Center. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., presentations of history were given for the crowd, including demonstrations of 18th century firearms. Live entertainment was also featured. Janet Gillies and her husband are shown playing guitar and dulcimer here. Bagpipe player Brian LaFollette also performed for the event. Arts and crafts as well as frontier housekeeping, rug hooking, spinning, and costume sewing were on display.
These are the paniers that a lady would wear at a ball, and they hold the skirt out. But this is my ball gown, but she has what's called, come here and we'll show them, she has what's called pocket hoops. And these tie on, turn a little sideways here so you can see. These tie on, but the nice thing if you're riding on a wagon and the space is limited, they fold up. And they pack in your trunk that way too.
One of the featured performers for Family Frontier Day was Bill Hunt as Andrew Montour. Montour was very active, especially during the French and Indian Wars, serving as a diplomat and interpreter. He spoke multiple languages, including French, English, and several Indian dialects. Another featured performer was Patty Cooper as Mad Ann Bailey, an Indian fighter, scout, and guide. Bailey helped transport badly needed gunpowder to Fort Charleston during a siege.
Ann Bailey actually, when she was doing her scouting during the Revolutionary War years, actually stopped here at Fort Edwards. So it's really awesome to be treading the same ground that she did. Ann Bailey was not, they called her mad because she didn't act like the rest of the white women. She was out riding with the men and scouting. It's the only way to keep history alive for future generations is to get the young people interested and involved. And the way history is being taught in our schools these years, it doesn't capture their imagination. Where they can talk with Andrew Montour or Ann Bailey, Betsy Ross, Belle Boyd, or Robert E. Lee or someone like that, they get to ask them questions. They get to hold my muzzleloader. I show them how to do a scalping and how to do things like that. And so they really feel, they get interested in them. And I always encourage them to read, to go home and read, whether it's Revolutionary War or whether it's where their great-grandfather fought in World War II. Whatever interests them, to go and read about it and to find someone they like and tell their story, because the future to keep our parks, our museums and everything going is completely dependent upon the young generation that we're raising today.
What would something Mad Ann would say to the stranger coming by?
Oh, well, sir, I've warned all the folks here at Fort Edwards today. I tracked the bloodthirsty cornstalk in the Shawnee. Why, I tracked them all the way down to the edge of the Potomac River and lost their tracks. And I've been warning all the folks, they've been coming here to Edwards to fort up until the danger of the engines be past. But they've got nothing to fear, young fella, because Mad Ann Bailey's here, and I can outride, outshoot, outhunt any man on this frontier. Least I could when I was younger.
1, 2, 3. You're a little slow, but you're young. You're getting there.
You got tangled up in your...
You got too much paraphernalia.